This summer, as physical media collectors, we've been spoiled with so many deals. And the question was which sale to hop on, which sale to save for. For me, I just went ahead and went through all of them. And today, I'm going to show you this amazing haul that I have from all these different boutique labels. We're going to be spoiled today. We're going to have Criterion, we're going to have Kino, and we're going to have Arrow Video. Stay tuned to see some amazing hauls today. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another episode at Figure Out Films. I'm your host, as always, Chris. And like I said, today we are going to go through my massive Blu-ray 4K haul that I made. I think I'm tapped out for most of this year from this summer because this is the first time in a while that I've actually gotten a lot of things during all these sales. I got some great stuff. I upgraded a lot of things, and I'm just so excited to show them off. And I'd love to see what other people picked up down below. The other thing is, if you want to check out some of these sales, they are still going on. So I'm going to put the links for some of the sales down below in the description. So make sure to check those out if you want to pick up some of the things that I had. So to go ahead and show off, I'm going to separate all my movies that I picked up from the specific labels, okay? From my least favorite label to my ultimate favorite. So Arrow Video will definitely be at the end, so stick around for that. If you are new to this channel and you like these kind of haul videos, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to see the support. Remember, we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and let's see if we can get to it. Also, sneak peek, I am going to be on the Cobwebs channel next week on Wednesday night. 8 p.m. Central, I believe. We're going to be talking, Daniel and I, some movies, so don't forget to check that out. Put a link to his channel down in the description below. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So if you are new to collecting, you may know what Barnes & Noble is. And Barnes & Noble, what they usually do is make you need to go to the bathroom when you're in there and never buy anything. But 2 times a year, what they usually do is put out a 50% off Criterion sale. So I did pick up a couple Criterions. I used to go hog wild during those sales back in the day, and you can see other YouTubers usually do that. I've really fallen off Criterion a lot. However, I do pick up some things from time to time, just like today. I picked up only a couple titles. One was a pre-order that came in as well. So if you go to Barnes & Noble, you can probably find some physical media. If not, it's on their website. So definitely check those out. So the 3 movies, I only picked up 3. Or I'm gonna go with the pre-order first. I was so excited because I had the Blu-ray and I wanted to get this new 4K upgrade of Jean-Pierre Melville's Le Samurai. I love this movie and I love Jean-Pierre Melville. I've seen most of his movies, and this is one of my favorites. And the fact that this was getting a 4K release, it had me so excited. I did see Le Sucre Roche was also on 4K, but I already have that on Blu-ray on a box set, and it's pretty good from Studio Canal. So with this, let me go ahead and read this off. 4K, new 4K digital restoration with uncompressed monaural soundtrack, HDR, and yeah, this movie's filmed on film, so the grain's gonna look great. I believe also that HDR is gonna make it pop a little bit more because there's a lot of blue, there's a lot of sun in here. That Blu-ray is fine. It's a 2K. I believe it was a 2K pressed release. So this on 4K, had to get it. So excited. And then next, what I picked up, another 4K upgrade from my previous Blu-ray. I think everyone needs to own this. Night of the Living Dead. I had the Blu-ray, and it was in one of those flimsy paperback Blu-ray cases when this first got released. So I've had it for a while. It's fine. But this is a 4K restoration supervised by George A. Romero. I'm trying to see, does it have HDR with it? I mean, it is in black and white, but you know, it's still the case. It's going to look great. Love Night of the Living Dead. If you have not seen this movie, this is George A. Romero's original classic, 1968. Excited to watch this on 4K for this October. And then finally, what I picked up, this beef of a release, that is Ridley Scott's Thelma and Louise. This was hard to get for a little bit, and the Barnes & Noble's near me, so happy that I got to pick this up online. Coming out next is another label that I absolutely love, and I think they've been jumping up my list of my favorite boutique labels because they are so darn inexpensive, and the quality of releases are so great that you cannot participate that you have to participate in a sale. Like, you can't skip out on any of their sales that they have. And of course, I'm talking about Kino. And the first Blu-ray is Stone Cold, featuring Brian Bosworth, the Boz, if you're a college football fan. He has a great documentary on Disney Plus that you can watch, but it's a ESPN 30 for 30 about him. At the time he was making this, I think this was just after college. where he was a huge megastar going into the NFL. So why I wanted to pick this up is because I hear it's actually underrated. He basically it's an action movie where he's fighting a biker gang. I think he's a police officer. Okay, so he does go undercover as a cop to try to take down this motorcycle gang. Also, it's a 2K scan of the 35 millimeter interpositive, so that's a good looking Blu-ray transfer right here. I just been itching to watch more 90s action movies, and Kino has plenty in their catalog for that. And another thing about Kino that I really like is their catalog of old movies, like old classic movies. For example, one of my all-time favorite movies, I had this through Eureka. I always thought the transfer looked kind of meh, so I sold that off a while ago because I saw that Kino had picked this up. I was hoping for a 4K release, but I will take this regardless. That is Ray Milland's 1945 Best Picture, directed by Billy Wilder, The Lost Weekend. The Lost Weekend, one of the best movies I've ever seen. The fact that I could get this for under $10 and it's a 4K scan on Blu-ray, just you can't beat that value right there. So basically, Ray Milland goes on a drunken bender one weekend, and it's one of the best movies ever. Like I said, it won Best Picture. It's one of my all-time favorites. I love Ray Milland. I have to highly recommend this movie to everyone. If you have not seen this movie, it's for $10 as well. I don't even think it's streaming anywhere. Now we're into the 4Ks. The Night of the Hunter. I remember when Night of the Hunter first was coming out on 4K, and I had the Blu-ray. It was the older Blu-ray release where it had like the little case on it, and I bought it used. It was falling apart, and I watched it recently. I showed my wife for the first time like a year ago, and it still looked fine, but I was like, this could look better, I feel. I used to laugh at this 4K release. I was like, why are they putting out Night of the Hunter on 4K? I don't like this cover. Actually grew a lot on me. And it has a brand new HDR and Dolby Vision 4K scan of the original 35 millimeter. Holy shit. Like, you can't beat that. This movie is going to look pristine. I love this movie. It's one of the best movies made. Gotta check it out if you have it. It's truly a creepy movie. It's going to be a little lackluster on the bonus features compared to that Criterion. But is supplements more important, or the best picture quality of an old black and white film? And this one was a hard 4K to pick up, which was 12 Angry Men. I love that Criterion release. You also get another film in the Criterion 12 Angry Men. But for $17.99, you get a brand new 4K HDR Dolby Vision master of one of the best movies ever. I mean, yeah, I it's not a movie I'm going to watch very, very often. I mean, it's truly a great movie, but I feel like when I do want to watch it, I'm not going to dive into all the supplements. I'm going to want to see the best version of it, and that's 12 Angry Men right here. If you haven't seen it, just check it out. Just watch it. And again, their 4Ks for Kino are $17 or $17.99. Free shipping at $50, which is pretty easy to get to. And then finally, some controversy here. And I don't recommend you do this. This was just a me thing because I'm weird with my collection. So the last 4K I picked up was Billy Wilder's The Apartment. Loved this movie. And I was so hesitant, and I felt like I had to miss out on this release until I finally decided, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I needed to make room for this. So I've had The Apartment on Arrow Video for a long time, and I just love this release. It has a hardcover book that's great. I love the transfer of this Blu-ray release. It's a 4K scan as well on Blu-ray. The bonus features are great. I've seen them. But here's the thing. I still wanted the best quality picture for this movie because I love this movie. So here's what I had to do. So here is the new Blu-ray, and there's the missing 4K disc. I don't like this cover, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you. I love this cover, the original movie poster, and this cover from Arrow Academy. So what I ended up doing was taking one of my other Arrows that had a DVD, took that out so I could replace it with this. I have the Arrow Academy Blu-ray, which this is Region A, which is nice to have. The Blu-ray with the supplements that I love, a good transfer Blu-ray that's 4K compressed as well. And then the actual 4K from Kino. And the nice thing is, it fits in this box. This is just a me thing. I don't recommend this for everyone and for every movie. Maybe a controversial pick. Let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Was that a dumb move? For me, it's a no-brainer. Let's move on to another label that I truly, truly love, and that is Arrow Video. Camp Arrow is the name of their sale. They do it every summer. This was their 5th summer calling it the Camp Arrow sale, and when I logged into my account, I've been buying every Camp Arrow video sale. So I'm a 5-timer. I am constantly clocked in, locked in on a Camp Arrow. I'm one of their annual attendees. They do it for the US version of Arrow because it's a UK company, but I always go through the UK site because you get more exclusives, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. The shipping is more. But to me, it's worth it to get some of those more exclusive UK releases. So I'm going to go with my first pickup from Arrow Video. And here's the thing. I was about to pick this up through Kino. I did some homework though, because this is what I do during these sales. If there's multiple studios or labels that are putting out movies, I go to DVD Beaver, High Digest, and I just compare the different specs, the different things I'm gaining and losing from each different release, and I make a decision on which version of the movie I want to get. So the movie I really wanted to pick up from Kino was a newer release of The Comedy of Terrors. It's a bare bones Blu-ray, and the transfer was alright, and it's missing some footage, I believe. So I picked up The Comedy of Terrors through Arrow Video. I actually like this cover more, and because it's Arrow Video, you get alternative cover art, which this would have been the Kino cover art, I believe. But now I get this one as well, which I think this one's great. And the other thing is I get better supplements on this Arrow release than that Kino. And the transfer is actually better, and I get an extra audio, original transfer negative from MGM for this Blu-ray and DVD release. So I also get a DVD, which, I could always use another coaster. The problem is it's region B, but I have a region-free Blu-ray player that upscales to 4K. So, it's a win-win for me if you have that stuff. And this is why I love Arrow. I think they put out the best transferred Blu-rays and 4Ks. A lot of times Scream Factory is putting out 4K releases of movies I have on Blu-ray through Arrow Video. And even then, I'm kind of questioning if I need to upgrade them. And here's my rule of thumb. If the Blu-ray you have is a 4K transfer from an original camera negative, and it's through something like Arrow Video, let's say, or even Criterion, you don't really need to upgrade that 4K. Unless it has HDR, and it's a movie that has a lot of color that pops, or if you have you don't need to upgrade it. Or if you have the Blu-ray and it just has a 1080 scan, then yeah, upgrade the 4K. But a lot of times with these Arrow Blu-rays, I feel more comfortable buying Blu-rays from them, knowing that there's a different Blu-ray release somewhere else, because usually they have a better transfer. They get exclusive rights to those. The next movie I picked up was The Horror Express, that has Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, and this is just one of those movies that I keep seeing that's in my cart. I usually take it off because it's dirt cheap. This was like an $8 or $9 Blu-ray, same as Comedy of Terrors, through Arrow Video. Again, that's euros though. What I know about this movie is it's kind of like, I think there's like zombies on a train of some kind, or an experiment gone wrong. The premise sounded so interesting that I've been needing to pick this up for a while, and I love Cushing and Christopher Lee. There's the alternative cover art. I think I like that one a little bit more. It just sounded like one of those movies that I will really enjoy. I like Hammer Horror. I like both of the leads, and it has the premise of something like an experiment gone wrong. If you've seen The Horror Express, let me know. What am I looking forward to? Because I'm very excited to pick this up and watch this movie. Next we're going to come up to is 4K. And here's the thing. 4K with Arrow. This turned into just an Arrow Video conversation. Here's the thing. Arrow, again, I think have the best transfer releases. But here's the thing with their Arrow. They're a little bit pricier, and you don't get the Blu-ray with it. A lot of times you can get the Blu-ray with the 4K from Scream Factory, and you get multiple cuts, and then Kino also, Criterion as well. You'll get the Blu-ray. Usually it's a new scan of that older Blu-ray, which is nice if you're trying to future-proof and you don't have your 4K set up yet. Arrow, it's just the 4K or nothing. If you want the Blu-ray, you have to just get the individual Blu-ray that's up with the upgraded upscaling, the new transfer, or you can get the 4K. You can't get them with both, even with the special limited editions, which are like $40, $50, which with this movie, I really, really contemplated and I really wanted. But the price tag for it just wasn't there, knowing that there was a cheaper 4K of the same transfer through Blue Underground. But I just love this cover, and I love the company. I trust them just a little bit more. That was The House by the Cemetery. I picked this up. This was 17 pounds, I believe, on their website. I just loved the covers. Love this cover, the original cover, and I love this new commissioned artwork from Arrow. compared to the Blue Underground 4K. So I did want that hefty box set that I missed out on, but you know what? I'd rather save the money and own the movie on 4K. If you've never seen House of the Cemetery, directed by Lucio Fulci, I think the last of his Living Dead trilogy with this, The Beyond, and City of the Living Dead, which also has a 4K release. That's kind of hard to get right now. I'm waiting for a standard release just like this one because I didn't want to spend so much money on the limited edition that was expensive that just had the 4K. So that's a little bit of a downside of Arrow, is that you're spending a little bit more for less in terms of you're not getting an extra disc, but at the same time, you're still getting an amazing transfer with a lot more content, like a lot more bonus features, and you get the reversible cover art, which for me is a big thing. If it comes with a box and it's cheaper, I love it, but you know, I'll live with this. I mean, look at this. This thing's chock full of things. I contemplated whether I needed this or not, and I missed out on the first release of this, and I'm kind of glad I did. I opted to get the Psycho set, which I did cover on this channel, so if you missed it, go ahead and check it up here. I opted to get the limited edition Psycho set through Arrow, and I missed out on the Hellraiser set, which at first I thought, damn, I need to get it. It looks awesome, all 4 movies on 4K, but they were jewel flippy, flimsy cases, you know, they weren't individual cases, which I thought was weird for Arrow to do. Arrow listened to my complaints, I think, and they put out the specific release for me, and that is the Hellraiser Tetralogy 4K. And here's the thing, you get the first 4 movies just like you did with the Arrow exclusive that came out just over a year ago, where it came out with, it just had Pinhead's face and you open it up and you see his skin. This one just has the 4 Cetabytes here, and you get 4 individual 4K skinny cases. To me, and it was cheaper. That Hellraiser box set is as cool as it looked, and you wanted to get it because it was the first time ever getting all 4 on 4K. Really, you just wanted the first 2 and then the 4th one. I don't know many people who like that 3rd one, including myself. But it was just so much money. I think it was like 70, 80 bucks. And I didn't even like the cover release, which is a big thing for me. So to spend just about 50 bucks on this, and you get individual cases with alternative slipcover art, was a no-brainer. Now, granted, this is a little bit more paper flimsy. It was cheaper. It's not like the hard cases that you get. But, for example, the original Hellraiser, which I have these first 2 on Region B locked Blu-ray, this is worth the upgrade. This is an amazing... You get the original cover art for all 4 movies in thin 4K cases. This is nice. This is what I need from Arrow. This is what I expect from them. What do you think about this? Did you opt to get the Hellraiser original release that came out? I'll put a picture of it right here to show the comparison. Would you rather get this release or this release? To me, it's kind of a no-brainer, and I'm kind of happy I had that foresight back then. And finally, our last big haul. This was, again, something I have been going left and right. Do I need this? Do I want this? But yeah, I want it, but do I need it? The price is a little steeper than I think it should be, but I love this franchise so much, and the deal was there. But I have some minor complaints. I did pick up the Chucky collection on 4K. This is there's a blue release to do. There's Arrow exclusive site, the blue version. Got to have the yellow, I think. I think this yellow pops a lot more. It seems more traditional to the character of Chucky. So this has a lot more contrast. It's hefty. It's the limited edition set. So this is the limited edition set. It opens up, if you can see here, it'll open up here. And for this reason of the unboxing of this is because of this specific reason. So they're all in these kind of like little paper opens. I don't know what you really describe it as. You get a poster of the first 3 movies, which is great. Limited edition set. So here's the thing. People didn't want to get this set because it's an Arrow Blu-ray, Region B locked Blu-ray of the MGM disc. Every other disc in here is it's 4K, you know? It's what you want. So if I want, you know, Child's Play 2, the best Child's Play movie, I have it here on region free 4K with a poster, and that's it. Very cool. So, you know, I think this box set has not been selling because people want the original Child's Play, and they opted for the Scream Factory release. This, during the sale, was under $100, which is cheaper than getting all the other 4K individual releases from Scream Factory. So to me, I knew this box set, if I wanted to get it, would be the financially responsible decision versus getting each one individually through Scream Factory. And I love the cover in these releases. So again, here's the thing. It's a Blu-ray. It's the MGM Bummy Blu-ray. You know, it's going to be a coaster because I found the 4K in the wild. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Frankenstein this bitch. Okay, there's the 4K disc. I get the 4K Blu-ray disc as well. And check it out. All I got to do is grab this 4K. No one's going to know. It fits perfect. Now I have a complete 4K set. All on 4K, HDR10. Wow, just excited to have this. What do you think? Is this worth the money? The Camp Aero sale is live still. I'll put the links again down in the description. That is all I picked up. I shouldn't say all. I mean that's a lot of shit. Let me know down in the comments below, what movies have you picked up? Which things are you going to be considering picking up? Like I said, I'm going to put links to all of these different sales in the description below, so don't forget to check those out. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining us for more Blu-ray and 4K hauls. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for the support. Remember, next Wednesday, I will be on the Cobwebs channel for a live stream, so hop on there to go ahead and see my dumbass live with my buddy Daniel talking about some cool movies. And don't forget, if you are not buying physical media in 2024, do you really care about cinema? Other than that, I'll see you next time.